Hello and welcome to the Illuminating Crossroads community. My name's Lisette, and today we're going to be doing a reading for Cancer risings for the upcoming full moon in Pisces. So this full moon is a partial lunar eclipse, and it'll be taking place on September 17th, 2024, or September 18th, depending on your time zone. So we're going to go ahead and dive into a few questions that I wrote down on your behalf of what is being illuminated during this full moon, how can you work with these energies to support your growth, and what are you ready to let go of? And then we'll tune into any additional advice and guidance that wants to come through. So I'll invite you to grab a drink if you'd like, some tea, some water. You can grab a journal and just get comfy so you can really attune to this reading and receive all the parts that are for your highest and greatest good. And of course, just allow anything that's not meant for you within this reading to just simply flow and continue on its way. So if it feels good to you, I'll invite you to take a few deep anchoring breaths and just allowing yourself to arrive into this space. And just really grounding into the body. All right. So we're going to see what is being illuminated during this full moon for Cancer risings. And of course, you can listen to this video even if you're not a Cancer rising. So if your sun or your moon's in Cancer, and if you just feel called to listen to this reading, you're more than welcome to. So, but I will just specifically be tuning into Cancer rising. All right. All right. So we had two cards that came out. So we have the Ten of Cups in reverse. At the time of this full moon, it can feel like I don't know why I'm kind of getting an essence of maybe feeling a bit like I don't know if disappointed is the right word to use, but it could kind of feel like a little bit of like lacking. So normally the Ten of Cups upright is all of our cups are fulfilled. So emotionally we feel fulfilled, we feel full, and it could also be, so if you're not experiencing lack or disappointment, it could be that you're blocking the gifts of what you also presently have, and in not allowing yourself to actually lean into what it means to be grateful for what is presently within your life. You're not allowing yourself to actually feel this deeper sense of fulfillment. Now let's see what card we have here. Okay. So we have Nine of Swords. So this is definitely, So with the Nine of Swords, you can kind of, maybe you have insomnia around the full moon. You could be a bit more in your mental body. So it could be a little tough to just function around this time. Your emotions could be running high, and if you are someone who has like really been desiring like deeper connection and you haven't been able to kind of receive that or have that in a capacity that you've been really desiring, that could come to the forefront and be illuminated. So let's see if we could get a couple more cards. So I will say, with what already has come out, that if you are feeling all of this around the full moon, taking time to kind of like tap into more gratitude would be supportive, and to tap into what you do presently have that allows you to feel fulfilled. And then here we have the Two of Cups that came out. So I know like Two of Cups can represent like relationships. All right, sorry about that. I ended up getting a call. So I'm not fully sure what I last said, but essentially I was just trying to say that if you have been desiring like partnership or family, and you're just feeling alone and hopeless, knowing that these feelings, if they arise during this full moon, just give yourself grace and really allow yourself to be with maybe friends or family that you have cultivated deeper relationships with, so you can allow yourself to be seen, to be heard, and to also have a little bit more fun. And the Two of Cups coming out, I do think that one, there is a remembrance of like, it is important to find a healthy relationship with self at this time. And I know sometimes that can be hard when we feel like we're all alone, but there's also a remembrance of like knowing that you aren't alone, that you do have support and love that's around you, because if you didn't, I mean, the card wouldn't, Ten of Cups wouldn't be there at all. It's just that it's blocked. So it's like it's wanting to come in. It's there for you. It's wanting you to acknowledge it, but there's this union within self, or just finding a deeper union and connection with relationships that you have, so you can invite yourself to receive more. I don't want to keep saying fulfillment, but like that's just what I keep hearing, but to receive more emotional fulfillment and love, and to let this almost maybe union or connection with like other places or people or things to happen in a way that maybe you haven't like thought of before. So really taking a different perspective, and also it might be really nice to think, if I don't know why I'm thinking like childhood friends or like your siblings, like reconnecting, if that is something that you've been thinking about. Of course, if it's not, then you don't have to take that. But yeah, okay, so let's see. I think we're gonna do a different deck. Okay, so let's do our angels and ancestors. All right, so we're just gonna ask the angels and ancestors, how can you work with these energies to support your growth, and what are you ready to let go of? So 100%. I think there's a full invitation from your, like, you at a deeper soul level to let go of denying yourself more happiness within your life. So in getting too stuck within the mental body, you're kind of blocking some of these things that are wanting to flow. So there's this like letting go process. I will say, if you work with your dreams, or if you have dreams that you remember, then it would be supportive to to kind of look at the symbolism of them, to notate if there are messages for you that are coming through in that dream space. And then also when you are sleeping, calling on your guides, so that you can be protected in that space as your body is resting. All right, so here we had a couple of things come out. So we have Shaolin Master, sorry if I pronounce it wrong, but be graceful in movement and action. And then High Priestess, intend and create. So here, dragons could be a big thing for you if those are coming up right now. Also, the yin and yang symbol is coming out, so also making me think of Two of Cups, so thinking of your divine masculine, divine feminine. Maybe there's this deeper balancing of how active you are, how passive you're being, or more receptive, I should say, and like allowing yourself, like thinking of a praying mantis, like they're so like I had a praying mantis in the house the other day, and which I don't even know how it got in, never seen one in the house before, and just watching it move, it truly is so graceful. So maybe look up a video of a praying mantis and see like how can you embody that movement, but it's also very graceful, but it's quick too. So you know, being strong and really being full within yourself is very important right now. And High Priest, I'm sorry if I said priestess before, but High Priest, intend and create. So we have Horus coming up here. So you could call on Horus for protection, or if there is a different Egyptian god or goddess that you work with, you could call on them during this time. There's the Merkaba in this card, so maybe if you feel called to look more into that, you can. And then I'm also kind of like looking at the birds, the dragon, the mantis. So if any of those, like the crow, a hawk, dragon, or praying mantis, if any of those resonate with you, you can work with them to support you during this time. You can call on them on meditation. All right, and then I'm just gonna see if we could get some messages from the Animal Spirit Oracle deck that can be supportive for you at this time as well. So maybe let's focus on like how, in what ways can you find growth during this full moon, and what can be celebrated? What can be celebrated? I think that is a really key thing that's kind of like missing here, is like really inviting yourself to celebrate deeply, because you're deserving of it. Yeah, simply put. Like it doesn't even have to be a complex thing. It's like you're deserving of it. Yeah. And also, I'm like, let me see where this full moon is illuminating your chart. So this is really illuminating your 9th house. So the 9th house can be like higher learning or teaching. It can be your philosophy, like your beliefs as well. So maybe there's some invitation to really see if the beliefs that you hold are even yours, or are they connected to family, or is there something that's wanting to change there that's being brought to your awareness, so you can actually let it go because it doesn't need to be held by you anymore. All right, so let's see. Animal spirit. All right. Okay, so we got a couple cards here. Oh, that's a lot. But we will keep all of them out because I feel like they should be here. Okay, so we have cat spirit. So first off, if you have a beautiful cat friend within your life, hang out with your cat, okay? And maybe observe it. Notice its grace as well. Like, cats have grace, although they can be definitely silly sometimes, but they are very graceful. So, and this card is saying claim your independence. So I think it kind of goes back to that whole aspect of not like allowing yourself to be fulfilled by your presence, to know that like you're loved, you're enough, like, and even if you don't necessarily have the life that you dreamed of right now or that you thought you would have, like you're so strong, and you are independent. Or if you are with a partner, how can you just claim more of your independence, to not just be defined by that relationship, but to really invite yourself to be defined by simply being you. All right, and then we have 21 here. So dove spirit, be peace. I love this, and I love the dove's white, and then we have that white bird there. So maybe if you like working with colors, you could work with the color white to be a support for you. And just thinking of like, what are things that make you feel at peace during this time? All right, and here we have take a leap of faith. So I think that this is also calling to the intend and create. So you kind of, you have to know what you want. I feel like with the cards that came out, I do think that you do know what it is that you want within life. I think that it's just about cultivating the space to invite room for it to come in, to be created for you and with you. So if there are some things that come up and you feel kind of scared or stuck in old ways, or maybe you think you're not worthy or ready, take a leap of faith and know that like you got this. It's a-okay. And time for a beginner mind with porcupine spirit. And this is great because in taking that leap of faith, sometimes when we're meeting these new situations, or even just overcoming these past things, it's really so supportive to just like pretend like, it's like we're learning something for the first time, so we can really get a full perspective of what it means to meet something anew. And look at this. All right, bee spirit, sweet results await. So bees are, like, how I see them, are all about community, the collective, and the like the sweetness, the honey, and really like enjoying all of the hard work that you've done, everything that you've moved through, and let yourself be open to receiving. It's really about creating that openness and that space so you can enjoy the gifts and the hidden blessings that are really wanting to come into your life. So with that being said, I feel like this reading is complete. So I do hope that you enjoyed, and we'll just go ahead and seal this reading with divine love, light, wisdom, and truth. So thank you so much for listening. If you did make it until the end, I hope that this full moon treats you well, and I would love if you wanted to join the community. Feel free to subscribe, but also know that if you're just popping in, stopping by, that's more than okay too. I hope that you have much illumination as you move through all of this, and if you want to leave a comment below, let me know what resonated, or to just say hi, I'd love it. And yeah, I think that's all from me. So thank you so much, and sending you so much love and many blessings. Until next time, bye!